All of the topics that I bring up, that I'm talking about, are issues that I'm dealing with right now. Some of them I've overcome. I've realized that most of these issues I'm facing internally, they come from my lack of self-worth. So that's why I picked this to start off this series and really kick off the rest of this journey. Remember last week in our breakup series, I said that no one ever liked me? Well, I was meditating on this and I thought about how I think that I've never really thought I was worth it because I was never pursued. No one ever wanted to be with me. And not saying that my worth has to come from a guy, but as a little girl, we feel validated when someone has a crush on us. We really start to feel a sense of, I'm worth it because of a boy. I could be wrong, but that's been my experience. And I never thought I was good enough for anyone. So that's been the root of it for my life. Rating my self-worth based off of grade school, if a guy liked me or not, into middle school, that awkward stage where you were made fun of, you had braces and you were too skinny or you were kind of overweight, hormonal stuff, you didn't even understand yourself. You get to high school, it's super cliquey. There's the popularity contest, the hot girl contest, there's the girl in the background contest. But fast forward to my 20s. Every time I was in a relationship and we split, the guy never came after me. So I know for a fact that young emotional trauma that I dealt with when I was in grade school through, high school spilled over into my 20s and affected my self-esteem, my self-confidence, my self-worth. I was never shown that I was worth fighting for. But since starting this journey, I realized that I can't blame these experiences for my lack of self-worth. I'm a grown-ass woman. Remember, like I talked about in my anxiety episode, we can change our story. Where is this really coming from? Why don't I value myself? Why do most of us feel the same way? What is it about girls, women, ladies, vaginas? What is it? Why do we feel this way? Like we're not enough. And I'm just figuring all of this out. I'm almost 30 years old. You're not behind. So let me save you some time. I want to help you build yourself up while I'm doing the same. So we're going to talk about 3 ways that I've been improving my self-worth. Number 1, purpose. What do you mean? Wasn't that the name of his album? Purpose? Good for him, JB. I love your music, always have. Woo! Anyways, moving on. What is your purpose? I'm gonna refer back to our anxiety video. Remember when I talked about the monsters in my head? When they start to attack me with sticks and stones, I've started to tell them, you can't break my bones. And your words can never hurt me. I'm trying. Claudia, you have purpose. When you break through one area in your life, you start to break through many others. What I'm trying to say is, all of this gets easier. Since I was little, I always liked making people feel good about themselves. Loved it, still do. Luckily, I have YouTube. I know I'm here for a reason. I have a voice. I can't be replaced, literally. Look at my fingerprint. No one in this entire galaxy has the same replica. No one can replace us, literally. Our feet, our hands, we all have a purpose that represents who we are and why we're here. I will suggest that you listen to Katy Perry's Firework. Let's find our mission. Honestly, we have to feel worthy in order to start this journey. Like we can improve, like we have the ability to reach our highest self. We are worth it. I'll give you some examples of how my lack of self-worth makes me believe that I'm not worth it. I quickly get out of the way for people. Like I can't take up space. I get out of the way so people can, get going to where they need to get because I feel like their time is more worthy than mine. No. This isn't how I do it. No, seriously. I'm last. It's okay. How am I supposed to grow? How am I supposed to inspire people? Claudia, you keep giving your power away. You're making it obvious that you're so scared and shy and people are gonna take your kindness for weakness. So I need to change that. I always say sorry, even when I'm right. Self-worth, it's like a domino effect. I have to learn how to value myself, how to remember every single day that I'm here for a reason. We all have a purpose, and we might not know what it is, but we have to go on so we could find it. Now, the second mindset that I've been trying to depend on is encouraging myself. When I feel like I'm not good enough, I try to encourage myself. just as easily as I do for anyone else. The more I do it, the more I start to trust the new voice in my head. Another song that's really good to listen to is by Pink. It's called Effing Perfect. And I love it because it talks about being imperfect, but you actually are perfect. Change the voices in your head. Make them like you instead. How real is that? So encourage yourself. I know it's hard to believe after all these years, but you are special. If you're starting your journey just like me, get fed up with being mean. It's okay to change. Give yourself permission to be nice. Just try. This journey is hard, but it's gonna be worth it. Don't waste time looking down on yourself anymore. These are the most precious years of our lives. From this moment forward, do your best every day to encourage yourself. Now, my third secret to feeling worthy is surrounding myself with it. And I'm not really talking about people. I'm talking about things. I know this is a material world, but that's not really what I'm getting at. I'm talking more about significance. I also ordered this t-shirt that says worthy on it. I just like to feel like, I'm open about it. Like, I am worth it. So are you. It's such a powerful word. I want to wear it out loud. I want people to see it. And that means something to me. I also designed this blanket that I eventually want to get made. And it's actually an anxiety blanket. An anxiety blanket is weighted down, so it could kind of feel like a hug when you wrap it around yourself. And I want mine to say worthy on it. So when I am feeling whatever I'm feeling, negative vibes, I can just grab it, wrap myself around it, and take 5 minutes to and feel loved by myself, worthy. Two of the things that I've bought that make me feel worth it, white sheets. Why? White is my favorite color. I like the way it looks on my skin. It's bright, it's pure, it's just clean. I feel like I'm worth rolling around in a cloud. This is my thing. And the last thing I got for myself that make me feel, sexy and cute. These cute little slippers that have fuzz on them. I really do like these because they make my feet look so cute, and I just walk around my apartment and I feel like loved with these on. I don't know. These things make me feel comfortable in the physical world. And I don't know how, but it translates into my inner world. All right, ladies, so we're done with part 1. We're gonna move on to part 2 and then 3, self-love and self-validation. Comment, please comment. Subscribe if you're connecting to this. Refer people over here. This is going great. I will see you in self-love.